Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another video of Tech Wafer. Hopefully you are having a great day. Adil here, your host, and in this video, guess what? We are going to unbox the TECNO's Pouvoir 4 Pro. It's a device that has 6000 mAh battery, 7 inches of massive panel, and along with that it has the power of Helio P35 chipset. Let's find out more about this device in this detailed unboxing. And before proceeding to that, if you have liked my effort in the intro, hit the like button and also press the subscribe button along with the bell icon so you never miss another update from us. And it also keeps me motivated to create more content like that. Now let's jump on to the unboxing and here we go. Okay, so we are at the unboxing table and without wasting further time, let's check out the box component. But before proceeding to the unboxing, let's check out the details they mention on the box. And by flipping to the left side, you'll find that the key features are mentioned here. And it has 7 inches dot notch screen with 6000 mAh battery, 16 megapixel AI quad camera setup at the back. Okay, so it's a good thing that they are providing a dual stereo speakers rather than the normal mono speakers that are available not only in this price segment but also in smartphones that costs quite higher than this one. And the 6000 mAh battery is to be charged with the 18-watt fast charger that is provided inside the box. So these are the core features of the Pouvoir 4 Pro by the TECNO. Now without wasting further time, unbox this device, and the unboxing experience is as usual smooth. It's my first TECNO device that I'm going to unbox, and right when you open the box you'll find the device itself, the TECNO's Pouvoir 4 Pro, and it has the sticker on the screen that describes the core specs once again. We've already gone through that, so we'll peel off the cover and here we go. And it has like 7 inches panel and it's more of a phablet. It's quite heavy. Obviously the device is heavier than the normal smartphones that we get because it has 6000 mAh battery that will surely last longer than the usual smartphones, and the 7 inches panel also contributes into the weight. And with that being said, now let's have a look at the back. By looking at the back, you'll find that this phone has quad camera setup and the primary lens is a 16 megapixel wide sensor. Along with that, we are getting a dual 2 megapixel sensor. One of them is a macro lens, the other one is a depth sensor. And with that, we are also getting a QVGA lens. So that's the quad camera setup we are getting. So as far as the placement of the camera is concerned, they are more than okay because the bump of the camera is also minimalist, and that's not going to cause any problem when you place it on the table or any kind of surface. And with that, we are also getting a fingerprint scanner mounted on the rear. And if we look at the sticker closely, we're going to find that this phone carries dual SIM slot along with a dedicated micro SD card slot. So that means the 128 GBs internal storage could be expanded further. I think the 128 GBs of internal storage is quite enough for the normal person, but if you'd like to extend it, there's an option for that. And now let's peel off the cover at the back to have a look at the overall design of the smartphone. Okay, so right when we remove the color, we can find that there's a branding of TECNO and there's a label that says designed by TECNO Pouvoir. If we look closely, you'll find that there's a special pattern on the back and I think it's pretty dope. Now, moving on to the front screen and the overall design of the smartphone, let's discuss that. The device has power button on the right side along with the volume rockers placement. And if we look at the left side of the device, you'll find this red accent button, and it is a dedicated button for Google Assistant. This is something unique that they have provided, because nowadays mostly people prefer Google Assistant or the Google's voice assistant over the normal search to get the answer to their quick questions. And with that, we are also getting the placement of SIM ejector toolkit, and as I have already mentioned, you are getting a dedicated micro SD card slot along with the dual micro SIMs. And by looking at the bottom, you'll find that there's a speaker grill along with a USB 2.0 connector, and with that we are getting a 3.5mm headphone jack along with the microphone. If the TECNO had added the USB Type-C connector, that would have added additional value to the smartphone. And if we look at the top, you're not going to find anything, but you'll find this stereo speaker, and it's part of the stereo sound mechanism that this phone provides. And with this stereo speaker, we are also getting a 16 megapixel selfie shooter at the front. We'll test that for sure. And that's pretty much it about the design of the smartphone. And now it is time to turn on the device, and meanwhile it is turned on, we will look into the other components that they are providing inside the box. And here we go. And then we are going to find the documents at the top, and you are also going to get the screen protector, and it's a normal paper screen protector rather than the glass one there. And you're also getting a 13 months Techno warranty sticker that says the 12 plus 1 months warranty. And as usual, we are also getting a silicone protector along with the device, because the shiny back could be a smudge magnet, and to protect the back of the device, a silicone protector is a must-have accessory for the smartphone. And we are also getting a USB 2.0 connecting cable, and it's a normal cable that they are providing along with the smartphone. Then comes an interesting component, and it is the 18-watt charger that they are providing along with Tecno's Pouvoir 4 Pro. And we are going to test how fast this charger is going to charge a 6000 mAh battery pack in our full review. And for that, if you have not subscribed to TechWafer, kindly press the subscribe button and also hit the like button. And we are getting standard 3.5mm hands-free along with the box. And then we are getting a SIM ejector toolkit, as you can see. And that's pretty much it that we are getting out of the box. And now it's time to set up the device. Let's proceed to that. But first, let's clear the table, and here we go. The software of Tecno's Pouvoir 4 Pro is ready to use, and one cool feature about the Android Q is that we can directly go into the setting from the navigation bar, and from here we'll go into the about to find more about the phone. And as you can see, it has 6 GB of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage with 16 megapixel camera at the front and a 16 megapixel quad camera at the back. We are going to test the cameras shortly, but first let's check out the processor. And it has an octa-core processor that is clocking at 2 GHz, and with that we are also getting a 6000 mAh battery that's providing the power juice to this smartphone. And with that we are getting 720 pixels into 1640 pixels of resolution on the screen. The High OS is the skin of Tecno, which is running at the top of Android 10.0, which is technically the latest version of Android available in the public. And hopefully if you buy this smartphone, you will be getting the update of Android 11 as well. And now that we are almost done with the specs, one thing that we missed is its chipset, and this phone is carrying Helio's P35 chipset inside, and I'm going to test that to find out how well this performs in our day-to-day usage, and especially in the gaming, in my detailed review of this smartphone. So now let's go back and open the camera app. Speaking about the quad camera setup on this smartphone, we are getting the video mode, the AI camera mode, the beauty mode, bokeh mode, and along with the bokeh mode we are also getting the AR shot and the panoramic shots. And speaking about the recording quality, this phone can record up to 1080p at 30 frames per second with the quad camera setup at the back. And speaking about the camera, it can also shoot with the 1080p from the front camera as well. Now you're looking at the camera samples of the Tecno's Pouvoir 4 on your screen. Let me know how did you find them in the comment section. And with that, I'd like to test the user interface of High OS, and it seems pretty clean. However, there are some unnecessary apps that are pre-installed, or we should say the bloatwares that are pre-installed, even though they are not a lot, but it would have been much better if they didn't install it at all. And I am pretty hopeful that Tecno will listen to its users and they are going to remove the bloatwares, or at least provide an option to install apps that they require on the setup. And we are going to cover an in-depth review of this smartphone in our upcoming videos, and in that review I will make sure to cover the camera, the performance and overall usage of this smartphone. I will also be comparing this smartphone with some other phones that are available in the same price bracket. So I think that's pretty much it. Do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe to TechWafer. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.